thanks so much for being here. My name is Kat and I make houseplant videos here on Good and Planty. If you just happen to absolutely love this video, please consider liking it, commenting, subscribing, or following me on Instagram. All of these things help me grow my channel like a plant. Today, I'm gonna be sharing my favorite houseplants for the bedroom. We are in my newish bedroom after I moved, and I wanted to be really intentional about the houseplants that I put in this space, so I kind of just wanted to share my thought process with all of you, and maybe it would be helpful to someone. My personal goals for the bedroom were to keep it fairly minimal. There's not much in here, it's just literally a sleeping room. But I still, of course, wanted it to have a little bit of a jungle feel because that's what's cozy to me, and I'm making it cozy for Jonah. But at the same time, I really wanted the plants in here to be easy care so that this was a very stress-free, worry-free, maintenance-free space. The first plant that I want to talk about today is actually right here. I'm trying to avoid hitting it. I keep doing this. And that is my peace lily. To be quite honest with you, keeping a peace lily in the bedroom kind of disregards a lot of what I just said. I mostly put this plant in here because it's super sentimental to me and Jonah. He got it for me for my birthday a few years ago, and it kind of also kickstarted the Good and Planty channel. So this plant does mean a lot to us, but I also kind of used it as a statement piece in this bedroom. Since I only wanted to keep a handful of plants in here, I did decide to go with two bigger, more jungly, more statement plants so that I kind of kept the actual number of plants I had to take care of in here to a minimum. However, peace lilies can absolutely withstand a wide variety of environments, so I felt pretty comfortable putting it in here kind of shoved a little bit farther back in this corner. I do have a southern facing window over there that I'll kind of get to. There is a decent amount of natural light in here, but regardless, the peace lily can do well in a broad range of light. I did also kind of boost up this plant. It is a larger plant, so I got kind of like I think it's supposed to be a side table from Amazon. It might also be a plant stand, but it's linked in my Amazon shop. The link is in my description down below. I really, really loved how that stand really boosted this already fairly large plant a bit higher, so it took up more of this like blank space over here. I do want to add some art, so if you have artist print recommendations, let me know. I already have a few people in mind for art around our house, but this is a side tangent. If you have some cool prints, let me know. The peace lily also prefers a little bit of higher humidity, which honestly works out really well because Jonah and I really wanted to keep a humidifier in the bedroom for the health benefits of it, for our own human bodies. This room gets super hot and dry, especially at night. So we did add a humidifier in here, and it's a super big bonus for some of the plants that I keep in here. Eventually, the humidifier we have in here is gonna be swapped for an essential oil diffuser just because that's what I want. I'm a little extra. I want it to smell good in here, but that will work just fine and provide a little bit of extra humidity for the peace lily as well. Last thing on the peace lily is that it does demand quite a bit of water. It is one of the plants that I water a bit more frequently, but it is super vocal. The minute it wants water, its leaves will droop over and you'll know. So although it does require a little bit more of regular maintenance, I love that it's super vocal, and other than that, it's a very straightforward, easy, simple plant. All right, moving on over here, I have my Thermatophylum. I will put the full name of this plant on the screen because I do not know how to say it. This is yet another bigger statement piece that brings a lot of color and foliage to the bedroom without bombarding this tighter space with too many plants. I also really love these leaf shapes. I think they are so much fun. All of the plants I'm talking about today have a broad range of colors and textures and foliage shapes, so it kind of adds a little bit of visual interest to an otherwise minimal and, dare I say, bland room. I think that this leaf shape is so beautiful, jungly, and fun. This plant's care, oh, can you see me? This plant is super flexible and straightforward with its needs. It likes bright and direct light, which it gets from this southern facing window over here. It prefers higher humidity, which it does get from the humidifier I have on the dresser, and it is super drought tolerant. I think in a perfect world, it likes to stay a little bit on the moister side, but I pretty much let this plant dry out between waterings and I haven't had an issue. I did put this plant right on the edge of our dresser because it really likes to spread out. I kind of wanted to give it the space that it wants to grow and shoot out these leaves in whatever pattern it wants. I think that this is a really great space for a plant that I actually struggle to find placement for. It really fills up the room and it is the first thing I see when I wake up, which is really, really fun and nice. All right, now I'm gonna take you on over to the plant shelf over there. Also, real quick, this is totally not sponsored. I am just a huge fan, and I wanted to give a little shout out to my bed sheets. They are from Brooklinen. I know a few other people have talked about Brooklinen before, and I gave in. I got the sheets. They are so soft and nice and durable and just so clearly quality, at least in my limited sheet experience. They are a little bit more expensive, but like they just add so much luxury, I guess, to me. I really love the bedroom. I love making it a very peaceful, comfortable, nice space. The sheets, of course, are the priority in the bedroom, so I just wanted to share that I really like Brooklinen, and as someone who's seen Brooklinen pop up a lot on other sponsored videos and sponsored Instagram posts, I actually do like them. And you know, if they want to sponsor me, put me in touch. Just wanted to let you all know they're very cute. And also the pillow covers are from IKEA, but okay. Anyway, moving on. Jumping right into it, over here, this is how we're gonna do it. Over here, I have the Philodendron mikins, which that was actually one of the few plants that I knew exactly where I wanted to put it. I knew I wanted it in the bedroom on a plant shelf over the bed. The thing with plant shelves is that once you put plants up there, it's kind of annoying to take them down and put them back up and then water them, and then you get the water dripping everywhere like on the bed. So I really wanted an easy care plant that would look good vining down, but also I didn't have to reach for it too often, and honestly the mikins fits that criteria perfectly. They are super drought tolerant, and honestly I probably take it down every week and a half, which is perfect for me. This room does get pretty hot and it's southern facing light, and it still only requires like weekly watering max, which I love. I am so thankful for that. An added bonus is that this shelf is pretty secure. It went over our heads, so I made sure it was really secure, but I don't really like loading up my shelves, especially if they're over my head. So the longer I can keep plants dry, the longer I can keep less weight on the shelf. So that's a little added bonus. I don't know who cares about that and who doesn't, but me, I'm an anxious person, and having weight over my head doesn't sit right with me all the time. Also, that plant is super flexible with lighting and humidity, which, you know I love that. All right, moving on to this plant over my head here, we have the purple passion. This plant does break my rule a little bit. It does prefer to stay a bit moister, so I do have to water it a little bit more frequently than the other plants in this room, but I really loved the added color and fuzzy texture and just like variety it brought to this room, so I made an exception, and the purple passion plant is here. I really love the pop of purple. I think it goes with the like burnt orange and darker green pretty well. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on the purple passion. It's a really cute plant, and it kind of breaks up the shelf a little bit. Oh, actually, also last thing on the purple passion is that the stronger light you give it without like overdoing it and burning up the plant, the southern exposure really brings out that vibrant purple color. So if you're struggling to bring out the purple in your purple passion, I absolutely recommend increasing the light. All right, and the last plant is this Mandarin, oh my god, I'm sweating. is this Mandarin spider plant. It has that really bright like orange color that goes with the terracotta color really well and also ties in the green pillows. The one critique that I have is that it is not a vining plant. The leaves do kind of hit against the wall a little bit, and I do have a little bit of leaf damage from that, and it doesn't really match the vining theme I have going on, but you know, the little sacrifices we make for a color scheme. I do think that this variety of spider plant is actually a bit easier than the common spider plant. It is pretty drought tolerant. I do try to water it with distilled water actually. You all know I'm not very good at that, but that is a plant that I do try to give distilled water. It's been very, very easygoing, and I'm getting actually a lot of new growth. Don't be surprised if you see me swap it out for a vining plant one day, but for now I really do like this array. For now, the vines are at a pretty good length for our bed, but once the vines get too long and start like tickling our foreheads or something, I'll just go ahead and propagate them. And I think it looks really good. And you know, we don't need a headboard now. All right, so that's it for bedroom plants. I am literally sweating so much. The southern facing windows really get me every time. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video and cool down. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please comment down below any other bedroom plants that you really enjoy, or if you just don't care about what plants specifically go into your bedroom, I would love to hear it. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already and want to see more planty content from me. Down below in my description box are a bunch of links and ways that you can support me and my channel if you want to. Some are free and some are not. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!